Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a little video of how I created the slimline envelopes without a die. So this was a requested video, so for those who requested it, you know who you are. So anyway, so I had made slimline cards for last week for our color combo challenge. And I liked how the purple envelope looked with it better, but so I thought I would just show you how I did those. And I also made a white one for use later. I'm really liking these slimline cards. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper. Now a slimline card is 8.5 by 7 inches. So our envelope obviously needs to be a little bit bigger than that. So our envelope is going to be 8.5. We're going to cut the paper at 8.5 by 10.5. So we already have 8.5 this way, so this is really easy. We're just going to pull our paper over here to 10.5. Make sure it's even, because you definitely want to make sure it's even. And just cut that 1/2 inch strip off there. That's all that there is to it as far as cutting. Now we need our scoreboard, or you can use a ruler and a pen top if you don't have a stylus or a score tool. Just anything that you can do, you know, to make a little line. You can use a ruler where we need to score it and then score it like that. But I have a scoreboard, so that's what I'm going to be using. Okay, so on the 8.5 inch side, you're going to score this at 2.5. And you're going to score it at 6.5. Then we're going to rotate the paper around to the 10.5 inch side. And you're going to score it at 1.25. And we're going to score it at 10 inches. Okay, so that is all the scoring that we have to do. So now we need to do a little bit of cutting. On the 1/2 inch side right here where you scored at 10 inches, you're just going to take off the two sides. And you need to cut the score line out. So you're going to cut in the ditch, what I said. Just cut a little bit to the right of the score line. So you can cut the score line out. Okay. Now on this bottom piece, we're going to take a little sliver off. So we're just going to make a little pizza cut. Just take a little sliver off on both sides to take a little bit of bulk. Then you're going to turn it around this way, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to put your scissors at the corner of the paper and go toward the center of the line right here. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. Start on the side and go down to the score line at the beginning. So this is what your paper should look like so far. Except I need to cut this little piece off right here that's driving me nuts. Okay. And then on this side where you have 1.25 inches, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to cut the sides off. Now, depending on how you want your flap to be, depends on how you cut it. You can either use something and make it rounded, like I did on the yellow one, or the white one, or you can use a corner rounder and just round the corners, or you can cut a little wedge out of it to make it look more like a more traditional envelope. Okay, so this is what we have. So what I mean, you can round these corners, or you can I'm going to take a little bit more of this off because I left a little piece of the score line on there. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing on this one. Alright, so this is what we have. Now what we're going to do is we're going to burnish our score lines. Okay, so we're going to do one more thing. So this is going to fold over like this. But you see how close this comes to the top? I don't really like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a little cut. And you're going to flip it over on this side, the back side of the envelope. Now you're going to start at the corner right here. At the point, and you're just going to come down just a little tiny bit. We're just taking a little wedge off of it. Down to the score line, and then cut that off. Okay? Same thing, you're going to go down here, just kind of judge it by your other side. Down here to the score line and take that little piece off. That just takes the bulk out of it. So this is what you have left. Okay? And just to make this simple, I am going to just round the corner edges here. Let me fold this in so we can do it. Not do well. Okay, so there we have it. Now what we're going to do is take this long edge here and fold it over, give it a good burnish so it stays flat. Then we're going to take our short edge and run some glue down. Well, and now I left my top off of it, my pen, and I can't find my pen now. It's somewhere in here, but just run a little bead of glue all the way down, and then fold this over on top. Press it down, and then we're going to run a bead of glue here and fold up our bottom. And then, of course, you're not going to fold up your top. I mean, you're going to fold it up, but you're not going to do... What you can do if you're going to use this to mail something with is to take a strip of double-sided tape and put up here, but leave the backing on, and then you can do it like that when you get ready to mail it. So, this just slips right in. And you're, well, tuck your little taggy thing in. And you're all ready to mail. So that is really simple. It's not hard at all. But I had a request for the measurements and stuff, and so I thought I would give that to you. And that is all you do, my friends. If you want to, we'll do one more. Because I have 2 cards over here that I'm going to be mailing out. Really, it's just so simple. All you're doing basically is taking a 1/2 inch off the 11.5 side. And that's really all the cutting you're going to do. And get our scoreboard. Like I said, on the 8.5 inch side, you're going to score it at 2.5. and 6.5. Then you're going to rotate it around this way, and on the 10.5 inch side, you're going to score it at 1 1/4. And you're going to score it at 10 inches. And then you're just going to cut out your corners. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. Take my little pizza wedge off of it now. Okay. You didn't quite make that even enough, so let me do it a little bit better. There we go. And then just cut this off. Take your little wedge out. Oops, sorry about the dogs, guys. And basically that's it. And then glue them together. Now you can make a bunch of these and have them ready for use. And I didn't get that quite even, but that's okay. I'll just trim it off. Put a little glue. Fold it over, press it down. Now, I'll tell you how I got these measurements. Because I came up with the measurements on my own because I couldn't really find them anywhere. And I had an envelope that was pre-made, and I wanted to see what the measurements were, but it was already folded up and I didn't want to take it apart. So all I did was I took the envelope, I measured it this way, which it wound up being about 4 inches. And then I measured, it was kind of see-through, so I measured from where that flap was and where that flap was. It was just a process, but it came out perfect. So, you know, if you don't know something, if you sit down and play with it long enough, you can definitely make it work. Now, I'll show you how I got the rounded top on mine. I came here, I used my roll of tape that was big enough to hit both sides over here, and I just traced it. And that's how I did that. And I cut it out. But I'm really thinking that I like the corner rounded edges better. So there we go. That's in the other envelope. So I hope that helps some of you who've been wanting to know how to make these. And I hope that you found this video useful for you. And give it a try, because it is just really simple. Really simple. And these mail for 50 cents. They mail for the price of a postage stamp, I believe. So, now if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. And from all the comments that I get, I'm going to be picking 2 people to mail these cards to. So, don't forget to like this video and to leave a comment below. You can just say anything you want to say. Just leave a comment. Just don't say, I want to win, because I want people to watch the video. So just leave any kind of comment. And then from the comments I have, let's say on Monday, let's see, today is Wednesday. So the following Monday, I will pick 2 people to win the cards. Okay? Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so by hitting that little red button down there. And don't forget to tap the bell so you can be notified each and every time I upload a new video. And thank you ahead of time for giving this video a thumbs up or a like. It really does help you to notice my channel a little bit more when you get thumbs up. Alright, thank you again and have a great day. Bye.